higher self? I guess that's the question I'm asking. How do you do this? How that happened? But there are no no coincidences, all synchronicity, all divine setup. And I recorded an audio only podcast on Spotify and other places wherever you get your podcast about Hurricane Lee. That was my first hurricane. I experienced it. It wasn't as bad as they all say. Here I am. I've also witnessed two earthquakes and blizzards and lots of other things. I guess um, that is, why I'm talking about connecting with your higher self, because there's so much in the outside world that wants to keep you pulled into the narrative, saying you're lost, you're stuck, you're not worthy, you don't have enough money, you don't have enough of anything. Food prices are sky high, so are house prices. There's nowhere to live. There's wars everywhere. And there's also now climate anxiety. I just heard that the other day and I'm like, okay. So, and with Hurricane Lee, I'm circling back. They made it sound like it was going to be just awful and prepare for the worst. We were all conditioned to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And honestly, prepare for the best and hope for the best. And it won't be worse. How about that? We need to flip the narrative, flip the script, stop living up here, connecting back to here. So that is how you're going to connect with your higher self, with God, with Buddha, with Source, with your guides, your angels, your loved ones. And Mickey Mouse, you have to believe in something. And I was asked as well, what if they don't believe in anything? So you're saying you don't believe in yourself? So I will challenge atheist or any other type of labels because it's just a label that you feel connected to, that makes you feel better. How about you feel better by connecting to your higher self, to yourself, to your heart, to who you truly are? How about that? That's my challenge. So, connection, higher self is is a state of being, is a state of presence, is a state of love, is a state of joy. How can you find joy in everyday things? That will help you connect back to your higher self. Think about your children or when you were a child. You were always in higher self connections, in living in states, right? Were you not? I know I was. Everything, I was open to everything, attached to nothing. Everything was possible. I'm possible. It's never impossible. In fact, if someone told me it was, well, you watch me. Here I go. You can't jump in that puddle. What do you think the kids do? They do the opposite of what you just said. Hello. So start listening to yourself. Listen to your gut. You feel someone is off around you, but they've been friends of mine for many, many, many years. I get it. I've been there. How do you feel around them? Do you feel better or do you feel worse? If you're feeling sleepy, tired, anxious, angry, whatever emotions, you might be picking up on that, but it is also connecting to your body. Your body is a temple. And how are you honoring it? Are you finding ways to be present and to connect and reconnect with yourself through meditation, through sound healings, through sound frequencies, through whatever it happens to be, mindful meditations, walking, working, singing, dancing, being artistic, being creative, writing. That's another way to connect with your higher self as well. So these are all, and prayer. I talk about prayer a lot. Not, "Oh my god, I need this, give it to me." No. That is a desperate energy, and that is a manipulative energy, and that comes from a state of lack, and you do not lack anything. You have everything inside of you. When did you stop believing it? And when did you start believing the lies that were told to you? Yeah, we're gonna hold that. And then it's also about feeding and nourishing your body through self-care, through acts of self-care. Having a beautiful walk in nature, having a lovely yoga practice, having a sanctuary somewhere in your home within yourself. Like someone like me, I'm a nomad. I don't live anywhere, but I live here, home, heart, soul. And wherever I'm traveling to, I make sure that I'm grounding myself, getting outside, putting my feet in the dirt, gardening, being near the ocean, climbing a mountain, hugging a tree, loving that bumblebee, whatever it happens to be. That will get you into that, that sympathetic state, having sympathy and compassion and empathy and love and nourishment for yourself, and then feeding yourself with the most vibrationally high foods. I have been whole food plant based for almost 2 years and life changing. Okay. I reversed my high blood pressure. It wasn't high, I wasn't on medication, but it was doctors always like, you got to keep an eye on that. We might have to get you some medication for that. And then my liver was screaming. I had fatty liver disease. And what is that the result of? Well, foods that are too fatty, processed, but it's also what you're feeding your mind, body, and spirit as well. The relationships, the job, the thoughts, the disconnection from your spirit, from your higher self, from God, from source. We don't need a label. It's just a connection. You're disconnected. So I reversed that as well. And in the process, I gained a ton of energy. My anxiety went down big time, like almost practically gone. I mean, being attuned, the work that I do as a psychic medium, you're attuned to the global vibrations, right? But when you do this daily work, this daily practice, you can discern what is yours and what is not. And that's the biggest pull for an empath, highly sensitive. Like they say, observe, don't absorb. I've talked about this. I have over 550 videos on my YouTube channel. So if there's something you have a question about, go search, go look. There's lots of other people. We are doing all of this work. But as part of that work, I teach mediumship and intuition development and Reiki and chakras and playing games with spirit and inner child and trauma because it's all connected. Past lives, Akashic records, your soul, and healing the past trauma and the wounds and the ancestral garbage from society, from family, from past lives, and being the chain breaker and cutting that. We're done. No more. Time to evolve. We're moving into this new golden age of Aquarius, this golden era. And you, my friends, are magic, are manifestation, are divine. And your higher self is that's why you're here. You're watching this. You're not sure why. Or maybe you've been with me for a while. Either way, I'd love to know. I'd love to know. So really, it's a connection of the mind, body, spirit being, the triple effect here, being succinct, being in harmony. Not every day is rainbows and unicorns and butterflies. We will There are some pitfalls. I've been through them. We've all been through them many times. It's how you get back up. It's how you say, "Not today, Satan," whatever that happens to be. Not today. I am a child of the Most High. We all are. So, keeping your mind vibrationally high, keeping your body, your avatar vibrationally high. And then we're going to talk about the soul. How are you feeding your soul? Are you attached to the material world? That is not feeding the soul, that is soul sucking. Are you at a job you cannot stand? Well, how can you line things up, set things up for your success? Being happy at a place you cannot stand will motivate you to get you to where you want to be. How can you enjoy where you are in the moment? In the moment. So you can just close your eyes. How does that feel? What does that look like? Start downloading your visions from your higher self through your dreams, through intuition, through intuitive channeling, through writing, through conversations, through animals. This is how your higher self, your team, guides, angels, loved ones, God, are trying to get your attention. Are you paying attention? Or is your focus stolen by the illusionary outside ego based world? All right. So get all that out of the way and start imagining what that feels like. Connecting to your heart, connecting to the seat of your soul, connecting to higher vision, connecting to the healing, the love, the abundance, the peace, the joy that is all around you. And we're welcoming it in. We're welcoming it in. Breathe that in. Close your eyes. Take it in. Know it. Feel it. Breathe it. Live it. Breathing in and breathing out. Who is coming into your life and who is leaving? Who are we cutting cords with? Energetic cords. No longer needed. You are not a victim. You do not need to survive anymore. You are thriving. You're not striving, you're thriving. You're resting in the kingdom, and everything will be provided. And maybe you have some guides, some spirit guides come through, maybe some animal guides. And maybe you're looking for signs. Just ask and know. And when you see them, thank you. Thank you. Bring me more. I welcome in more attunements, more connections, more synchronicities to my higher self, and I'm not attached to them. And when they show up, I'm like delighted, like the beautiful, perfect child. Like, wow, that's amazing. When you say things like that, higher self, universe is on notice going, aha, aha, light bulb, aha, she's got it, he's got it, they've got it. Let's go. And don't limit yourself. You are limitless in this multiverse. All right. Now take your time coming back, and maybe you want to pause this video and write down what came in for you. Maybe you want to share with us, with the community. We will hold that for you as well. We love to manifest and accelerate with our community. Soul healers, that's why we're here. There is no competition because, like the bees, they pollinate. We cross pollinate across all levels, across all timelines. Past is cleared, the future does not matter. Right here, present. So connect with your higher self through some of these suggested practices. And I'm sending you all so much love. Take care of yourselves. Until next time, let the healing begin.